few seconds left on the clock before Q1. Let's count it down. Okay, players, it's about that time. It's time to get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. Which casino game begins with a deal of 5 cards per person? Is it blackjack, Texas Hold'em, or draw poker? That's how it begins. Sometimes it ends in tears. Hopefully this won't, though. If you went for blackjack, you just jacked that up, didn't you? It's draw poker. Who's got that poker face? 92,000 of you do. Draw poker starts with 5 cards to everyone and ends with at least someone losing a ton of cash. Hopefully that won't be you tonight. Ready to make a bet on Q2? Of course. You are. You're always ready, aren't you? Which place was not once part of the British Empire? Mexico, India, Australia. The British Empire was vast and wide at one point. You know, the Brits were all about conquering back in the days, but they didn't make it to Mexico. No, they didn't. And you conquered that one, didn't you? 137,000 of you did. British occupation of India is well documented. Australia is part of the Commonwealth, so enough said there. But present-day Belize is the closest British rule got to Mexico. You knew that. Q3, which is not one of the 3 divisions of the human mind in Freudian psychology. Ego, sub-ego, super-ego. I love learning about this and then analysing all my friends after that. If you went for ego, I'm about to deflate yours. It's sub-ego. That does not exist. 128,000 of you inflating right now. The superego is anything but egotistical. It's your moral conscience. Your ego plays mediator between your superego and id. And the id is the most fun part. Your animalistic side. Just blame it on the id each and every time. Q4. A new music video was released in July to celebrate the 50th anniversary of what song? Come Together, Space Oddity, Honky Tonk Women. 5 decades later. 3 all-time classic tracks, but which one just celebrated its 50th anniversary with a hot new video? Is Space Oddity. You're spaced out there. 74,000 of you. That was quite brutal, wasn't it? Lost 70,000 of you there. David Bowie's Space Oddity came out the same month that Apollo 11 took place. So nothing odd about us celebrating both anniversaries last month in July. That's right, Q5. TV's The Unknown Comic disguised his identity with what? Big carton canvas tote bag. Do you know The Unknown Comic? Even though he's unknown, you still know him. He was unknown for great reason. He had a paper bag on his head.
I have to
with some holes cut out for the eyes and mouth. 99,000 of you bagged that one. The original Gong Show was the craziest thing on the air at the time. The Unknown Comic and his rapid-fire one-liners were a huge mystery. When the bag finally came off, it was Murray Langston underneath, getting those laughs. Now, you all want to level up as fast as possible, don't you? Grab a point multiplier right now to level up even faster tonight. If you've made it this far, you've already earned a whole ton of points with a 10 times multiplier. Can you imagine? Wowza! The more points you earn, the higher your level, and the closer you get to the shmoney. Here we go with Q6. What NBA strategy involves intentionally fouling the team's weakest free throw shooter? HackaShaq, wilting, Big Ben bump. Well, that's kind of shady, isn't it? Ballers pull some dirty tricks sometimes, like the HackaShaq. You know about that HackaShaq? 86,000 of you hacked into that one. The Dallas Mavs were known for this strategy, aiming to run out the clock while minimizing points given up. And it actually worked. One player ended up being an ongoing target. So it was, guess who? It was Shaq. That's right. Q7. In Greek mythology, what type of creature was Medusa? Fury, harpy, gorgon. I used to love the tales of Medusa. Scare myself silly. She was pretty furious, but she wasn't a fury. Medusa was a gorgon. Of course, you remember that 81,000 of you slithering forward like her hair. Medusa is a boss biatch. I mean, I use a comb to tease my hair. Medusa uses mice. Stare at me the wrong way, I'll give you my stone face. Stare at her anyway, and your face will turn to stone, and so will your body, actually. Have you been racking up those HQ coins? You know you can use coins anytime during this game to buy extra lives by tapping on the heart icon, right? Q8. What type of bird hit Fabio in the face moments before this clip?
What? Yeah.
Who did that? Was that a goose, a duck, or a pigeon? Ouch. Is all I can say. Fabio was furious. What was he furious at? What started out as a fun coaster ride for Fabio ended in a face full of goose. You're getting loosey-goosey, 55,000 if you are. The year was 1999. The ride was Apollo's Chariot. The place was Busch Gardens. And the result was a beefcake legend with a very bloody nose. I hope you knows the answer to this one, because it's our first prize question of the game. Okay, there's money at stake now. You'll have a choice to make if you get this right. Either take what's in the pot or move on and try to win the lot. Okay, $10,000 is our jackpot tonight. As you know, good luck with this next one. Q9. What American writer inspired the character of Dracula? Edgar Allan Poe, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Walt Whitman.
It's not A.
It's not exactly a compliment. Inspired Dracula. He didn't drink blood, but he still inspired Dracula's Walt Whitman is the answer we were looking for here. All right, nice job. 36,000 of you sinking your teeth into that one. Bram Stoker was Walt Whitman's biggest fan. Many speculated that he modeled the original Dracula after Walt. Both were very hairy dudes, and it was no coincidence. I know you are bloodthirsty for some cash right now, so let's see what we have for you in the bank right now. 9 cents we are offering to 36,234 players.
Somebody else is in.
4 questions to go till the next stash of cash. So you want to be an early winner right now? Or you want to come with me and take your chances? All right, 6,675 early winners in the game. Congrats, everyone, including Ninosh right there. You can nosh on some doggy treats or something with that 9 cents. Why not? 36,828 still in the game as we move on to Q10. This old commercial features a future star of what TV show?
Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
All right, Saturday Night Live, The Simpsons or Seinfeld. It's always fun to see where they get their stars. You never know where you might find some of these actors and actresses. This may be the happiest I've seen anyone get over burgers. It is Seinfeld, of course. Did you know that one? 34,000 of you did. From a super happy dude harping on about burgers to a repressed neurotic based on Larry David, Jason Alexander has quite the range, doesn't he? It's quite funny. Q11. This is a baby of what species? Oh, look at the little baby. But what is it? Is that a wallaby? Is that a zebra? Or is that an odd wolf? What kind of baby is that? Lovable and huggable and squeezable. If you went for zebra, you get 0 for that one. It's odd wolf. That wasn't too odd for 31,000 of you. I'm surprised you know about odd wolves. Never seen that creature before in my life, but it's cute. I'm going to be real here. The babies are way cuter than the adults, though, right? Don't laugh, but that little one right there is related to the hyena. It's an odd wolf, as you know. Well done, Q12. Which artist has shared a Razzie Award for Worst Original Song in a Movie? Stevie Wonder, Phil Collins, or Billy Joel? No one wants to receive a Razzie. You wouldn't think any of them could ever make a bad song, would you? It's Stevie Wonder. You didn't have to wonder if you tapped on Stevie. 26,000 of you did. Stevie was credited in a Worst Original Song through the sampling of an earlier hit, and it was all for Wild Wild West. The suckiness of the movie, however, overshadowed the song. And this next question is going to overshadow the rest because it's another prize question, okay? On Q13, who was US President the year F. Scott Fitzgerald first published what would become his most famous novel? Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, or Warren G. Harding? You know the novel. If you tapped on Warren G, I'm going to have to regulate the chillest one here. Calvin Coolidge. You're keeping your cool right now on a savage question. 21,000 if you're down. 6,147 if you're still in the game. Time to get an extra life if you don't have one on stash, okay? You have a few seconds to get that done. The Great Gatsby is F. Scott's most famous novel, of course. It was published in 1952 when Calvin Coolidge was commander-in-chief, and you got that right. So you are commanding some cash right now, 49 cents. We are commanding for 6,147 players. 4 questions until the next cash prize. So what's your choice? 2,085 of you early winners in the game, taking the cash and dashing. 9,800 still in the game. All right, we've got lots and lots of work to do, so let's go with the next question. Q14. The name of this plant includes a reference to which of these? Seen this plant before? Small mammal, famous song, bodily function. All right, you badass botanists, it's time for you to shine. This one's for you right here. It's not as bad as you may think, but it is a bodily function. That's what we were looking for. You are functioning well there. That was a toughie. 3,889 if you got it right. It may look like a daisy, but that flower is Achillea tarmica, aka the sneeze wart. With my allergies, I bet it lives up to the name each and every time. Excuse me. Q15. Which of these Will Ferrell movies has made the most money at the worldwide box office? The House, Holmes and Watson, Blades of Glory. He's a funny guy, that Will Ferrell. If you went for Holmes and Watson, what were you thinking, son? Is Blades of Glory. You're skating on thin ice right now. 2,703 if you want a brutal question. The House made a modest 34 million. Holmes and Watson made just 40 mil, but Blades of Glory got top marks with a glorious $145 million to its name. Q16. What was the second most populous city in the South as the Civil War started? Mobile, Richmond, Charleston. It's a war of words going on. If you tapped on Richmond, you'll need an extra life if you're hoping to get rich tonight, because it's Charleston. That's what we were looking for. You got it right, 2,500 of you exactly. Charleston had a population of 40,000 at the time, which was 4 times less than the largest city, New Orleans. And it's a new prize question coming up right this second. And it's your last chance to use your extra lives, okay, because they stopped working after Q17. Here goes. Britain's King Edward VII had a superstition about the placement of which vegetables on his dinner plate? Asparagus, carrots, or broccoli? Yes, really. You can't make this up. They all look great on my plate, but Edward had a thing about asparagus. You spared yourselves there, 938 of you did. According to Jane Ridley's book, the heir apparent, Edward believed odd numbers of asparagus stalks brought bad luck. Any excuse not to eat your veggies, right, Edward? But will you consume this cash that we've got in the bag right now? $1.60 we're offering to 938 players. 4 questions until the next prize. $1.60. Almost 1,000 of you, 580 of you swiping the cash right there. Well done to you guys. 789 standing strong in the game, ready to go as we move on to Q18. Which of these is a moon of the planet Gustav Holst called the bringer of old age? Titania, Galatea, Calypso. Over the moon if you get this right. There are many moons out there in the solar system, but none quite as fun to dance to as Calypso. That's the moon in question, and that was a toughie. 114 of you nailed it, though. In Holst's orchestral suite, the planets, Saturn may be the bringer of old age, but hopefully the stars will bring you some cash tonight. Q19. Colin Farrell recently told a tale about being recklessly hungover on the set of what film? Minority Report, Alexander, or Phone Booth? Well, he's a bit of a bad boy, isn't he, that Colin? We've all had those mornings after way too much fun the night before, haven't we? The answer is Minority Report. You are reporting the right answer. 70 of you still in the game. Colin worked on set after a boozy B-Day celebration, and that was the day he had to nail this line. I'm sure you've all grasped the fundamental paradoxical pre-crime mythology. Needless to say, it took 56 takes. Don't know how I got through that one. And I'm stone cold sober. Q20. A dessert made with sweetened pureed chestnuts shares its name with a geographical peak found where? France and Italy, Russia, Switzerland. That sounds tasty, doesn't it? It's delicious dessert. Shares its name with luxury pens as well. It's France and Italy. You moved that mountain. 38 of you standing strong. Mont Blanc is the tasty treat, named for the highest mountain in the Alps in France and Italy. The pens, however, are made in Germany, and this is made in New York. Our next prize question, and you know it's our last one of the game. It could be worth a pretty penny. If you get it right, you'll choose to either stash that cash or make the dash to the jackpot. You'll have to make it to Q25, though, to win the $10,000. Let's go. Q21. The document in this portrait is thought to be a depiction of what? Look closely. There's a piece of paper right there. But what's on it? An executive order, tariff, or treaty? Big one right here. So choose wisely, tap wisely, players. The dark helped facilitate peaceful trade, not a tariff, but a treaty. That is a treat for how many? Just 13 of you made it through. That was Gilbert Stuart's Lansdowne portrait of President Washington, and it's said to be alluding to the signing of the Jay Treaty with Great Britain. What treat do we have in store for those 13 players? 12 players, actually. $125. There's a nice chunk of change, as I like to say. Way more than change right there. 125. 7 players chose to take the cash. Well done to you guys. Bernie Bros 69. Apple Girl, you as well. 4 still playing. All right. Here we go. 4 players left in the game as we move on to Q22. Who is the leader of the country that uses .ch as its internet country code top-level domain? Xi Jinping, Sebastian Pinera, or Yuli Maurer? I will not be saying those names again. Thank you very much. 3 leaders that will get your tongue twisted, but the answer is Yuli Maurer is what we were looking for here. 4 of you got it correct. Well done to you 4. The country that uses CH as its internet country code top-level domain is Switzerland, and the current president is Yuli Maurer. As our 4 players left know well. Q23. Which US state's seal boldly features more than one bear? Alaska, Missouri, California. The lucky 4. Are you lucky or are you that smart? Watch out, Goldilocks, because this seal has 3 bears too. Missouri is the correct answer here on Q23. All 4 of you nailed it again. Nice work. Alaska's seal bears no bears, just a seal, fish, and a couple of horses. California is getting grisly with 1 bear, but Missouri has them all beat with 3 bears. Papa bear, mama bear, and baby bear. Q24, you are 2 questions away from the jackpot. Good luck to our 4 players. Which of these companies was co-founded by a candle maker? Kimberly-Clark, Unilever, Procter & Gamble. Ooh, this is exciting. I love it when it gets this intense. If you went for Unilever, it's time for you to leave the game, and I hope none of you are leaving the game right now. Procter & Gamble is the answer. 3 of you got it correct. We lost 1 there. You must have taken too long to tap. 3 players left in the game. The founders of Procter & Gamble were an Irish soap maker, James Gamble, and English candle maker, William Procter. We are keeping it lit as we head into the final round with 3 players left in the game. We've got 10 G's in the bag. Our 3 players made it all the way through to Q25. Our last question of the game: can they make the jackpot tonight? Send all your luck in the chat. They're gonna need it. Q25. What did a national newspaper refer to as a sinful waste in the 1920s? Bicycles, word puzzles, telephones. Everything riding on this, and 3 very special players tonight. All 3 are still around to this day, but what did an opinion column in the New York Times refer to as primitive and a sinful waste of time? Another column 4 days later predicted their swift disappearance. Both were wrong. I hope you weren't. It's word puzzles for the win tonight, and we have 3 winners. You smashed it! Oh my goodness, congratulations to our 3 winners tonight. You guys, I believe, are our first jackpot winners of season 4. Making history tonight. We have Andrew Tabbs, we have Lemon Bow, and we have T. Shrake, all taking home $3,333.33. Season 5, excuse me. Yes, well done to all of you guys tonight. Our first season 5 jackpot winners. Absolutely awesome. Well done to all of you. Another stupendous game, HQTs. You totally smashed it. You came, you played, you slayed. I'm Sharon. So you could always find me here right on the socials. Okay, winners, stop by, say hi, and the rest of you as well. We're back tomorrow with Taylor Swift Trivia Night. So get ready to shake, shake, shake while the haters hate. Okay, no hating tonight though. All love to our 3 winners. Until then, have an awesome rest of your night and see you next week. Bye, guys.